Hello everybody, it is I once again, Shaco the Shrimp, coming at you live from YouTube. This time with another feature presentation on behalf of Tokusatsu Movie Night with our good friends on the city beyond the sea. They shall be arriving in a little bit, but for now, just keep in mind on where we're at for the moment. Uh, Hello, good evening everybody. Once again, Shaco the Shrimp coming at you live. A dive from the blue turns to a hero's punch once again on our behalf. Tonight's presentation is Cutie Honey. If you guys are familiar at all with that one, oh boy. This one has a long history behind it. Specifically, history on behalf of manga and anime as a whole. If you guys have heard of a guy called Go Nagai, that guy is basically the one of the main pillars of like manga all the way back in the 1960s, 1970s. And he was kind of one of the first big mangakas out there. He's the guy who made Devilman. He's the guy who made Harenchi High School. He's the guy who did a whole bunch of other manga that are just kind of crazy and raunchy for what they were. And like Cutie Honey was kind of like the beginning of, in the same way that Devilman influenced, heavily influenced shonen anime and shonen manga and what you could get away with showing in those kind of manga. Cutie Honey kind of did the exact same thing, except they did it for girls manga, or I guess I should say for like magical girl manga, and also for ecchi, specifically ecchi in the sense of like heavy fan service, the amount of nudity you get away with in manga as well, and just how ridiculous and raunchy you could make it before before like the censors kind of got on your case. Go Nagai is kind of the big one for really creating a lot of those tropes that still are alive today within his own manga. And I feel like, okay, I'll say this. Well, I still really love Devilman. That's still probably my favorite one of his works. Devilman and Devil Lady are both my favorite mangas by Go Nagai. I think Cutie Honey is probably up there with them in terms of like I guess it's like manga that like really that are really like I don't know, what do you call it? Not inspirational. That are really iconic to him. Cause like it's always gonna be Devilman with Go Nagai, but Cutie Honey's like the second one with him. Okay, I know some people are gonna say like no, Violence Jack is the second thing you should look at for Go Nagai. No, we get enough crazy violence and end of the world plots with Devilman. With Cutie Honey, that's more like action comedy and action ecchi, and just like how how like the idea of like a transforming heroine essentially took place. There had been Magical Girls series before Cutie Honey, I think. Let me see if I can look it up. Hold on a second. I believe there was one. I think like the Lovely Miss something. I forgot the name of it. Let me see here if I can look this one up. Let's see. Magical Knight Akko, I think is his name. I think that was the name of it. Because I remember that this was like the this is the one that I think a lot of people say that influenced my Little Witch Academia, because of like the name of the main character is also Akko, and the fact that they that she's also like a little witch that solves problems on behalf of like her town and her people. I think that's kind of the reason as to why a lot of people associate this one with Little Witch Academia. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Himitsu no Akko. If I can pull up a picture, I'll show you what it looks like. It's old as hell. Like the original manga for this thing is crazy old. I think it's from like the early 60s. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can find where it is. This is me also like letting everybody know that I am not the biggest follower of Magical Girl shows. As far as things are concerned, when I was younger, the only things I really followed that were Magical Girl were like, I think I like saw like the first half of Sailor Moon, and not Magical Knight Wrath. What the heck is the other one that was also really iconic for that time? I'm trying to remember the name of it. Not Precure. I'm trying to think. Hmm. If I remember the name of it, I feel awful because I don't remember the name of it. It's like a really popular one. CAD Card Captor Sakura. There we go. That's the one. That's the one I was thinking of. Card Captor Sakura. I saw the initial series for Card Captor Sakura, and I saw the movie for it, and that's like basically all of my knowledge of old school, like older magical girl shows, or at least magical girl shows, pre 2000s. That really is like the division year, isn't it? Like 2000 and onwards, it really is like the point in time where everybody can start calling things old. It's kind of weird to say that because, we're in 2025 and we can look back at things that are like 25 years old, 26 years old, and yet we don't think of those things as old. We think of anything before 2000 as being old. There's something very wrong with that. Just to be wait, somebody's coming in the chat. Hello, who's
Yeah,
this?
hi, it's me.
Batsu!
Hello.
Oh my
I'm, I
goodness,
am
Batsu!
I am driving back. I will be physically in person at 7:45.
7:45. That's okay. We can keep yapping on here regardless. I'm telling the chat about magical girl shows and funny anime.
Um, when you say fun, cute and funny anime,
No.
just
Like actually comedy anime. Not the other kind of cute and not the other. Yeah.
okay, yeah, okay, magical girl anime.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, would you consider? You guys are? Do you remember Winx Club?
Yes.
Do you remember Witch?
Yes. I also remember which.
Would you consider those magical girl shows?
Yes, actually. Though that's more because I think they're like magical girl shows from like different countries. Because I think Winx Club is Italian, isn't it? Correct me if I'm
No,
wrong on that.
Witch is Italian.
Oh, which is Italian? Then what the fuck is Winx Club? Is that American?
That's American, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. There's more magical girl shows. Just one from Italy, one from America.
The comic is actually really the comic for Witch is fantastic.
Oh, sweet. I honestly may have to go and read it then, because I feel like a lot of cartoons, for whatever reason, American or otherwise, have like really like a children's cartoon will have like a really hardcore comic come out for it, like what Ninja Turtles had, or like the reverse of Ninja Turtles, I guess.
Yeah. Well, for Witch, the comic came out. The comic was first.
Oh, so it is the Ninja Turtle effect. Okay, fair enough.
Witch, yeah, the comic for Witch came out first before it got an animated series.
I see. All right. Well,
At least that's how I remember. Because I remember having my hand on the book, and then the show came to like, it was either I want to say it was Jetix.
man, Jetix was that 2001 or 2002? I forget.
Jetix was mid to late 2000s.
Jeez. Are we? Oh man, I was just talking to Chad about like how we consider things old that are like late earlier than 2000, and now we're talking about like mid 2000 and how that's making me feel old now. Oh god.
People are calling the PlayStation 3 a retro console.
Don't say these things. Please don't say these things. That hurts. That hurts me on a.
I still use my PlayStation. I don't know what the fuck they're talking. I skipped the PS4. I never got a PS4 because there weren't any games on the PS4 that I really wanted to play.
Fair enough. I will say though, I am a little bit disturbed as to how much people have considered, or I guess what is it? PS3 and PS4 were like sixth or seventh generation console. I'm trying to remember.
Seventh, I think.
Seventh generation. Okay, so anything past third generation is when I start feeling old. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up with Super Nintendo. I didn't grow up with NES, but I know what a Super Nintendo is. I know how to blow into our cartridge, guys.
Yeah. My first console was a Game Boy Color, but that was just so I could play like Tetris or some shit. It wasn't like too complicated.
Okay, fair enough. I think the first one I actually owned was the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, and that's mainly because it was like a choice they gave me. My parents that were like, either you get a Nintendo 64 or you get a PlayStation. And then I played Crash Bandicoot once at a cousin's place, and I instantly said no, I want a PlayStation. And that's the story of my life and as a gamer, how it began. Anyways, Batsu, if you wanna cut off the call and get and just drive safely home, by all means, do that. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'll continue yapping to the
I
chat.
know. I know this. I know this. I know this commute. I'm not looking at my phone. I've got my eyes on the road. I've got. I don't even need. I'm not even using my GPS. I just. Yeah. I am fully in control of. I am fully. I am very. I am a very defensive driver. It's these like. Given where we live, you either know how to drive or you don't know how to drive. Yeah.
That's very fair. Yeah, that's very fair. What is a cartridge? The fact that you don't know what how to spell cartridge already tells me enough, whoever you are.
Oh.
Anyways, I will
Ooh,
say,
I love digital downloads only. I love not having a physical copy of the shit that I bought.
oh boy. I got off I got off like the shrimp communicator with one of my cousins, and I asked them like, what was the last time you put a disc into a console, and they told me, why do I need to use a console when I have my computer and just put the game in through my computer from the internet, and that's when I knew. That's what I knew. We lost, bro.
Ah, yeah, no. Uh, fuck. No,
No,
like my
it's okay. It's okay.
my. It's so funny because I had my old laptop from like when I first went to college. I had that actually not even college, high school. I got that laptop in like 2012, and it still works today. I just traded out the internal and upgraded everything to Windows 10.
I see.
That thing still has a disk drive for like physical CDs or DVDs.
And that's pretty
And
cool, actually.
then when I bought a new laptop, it doesn't have a physical disk drive, and I'm like, man, this shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it sure don't. It's like that one. Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
No. I remember I remember burning CDs with anime music I got from the internet, and I sold those to my friends at Anime Club for like $5 a CD.
Wow, based.
Yeah, this really fucking dates me. I bootlegged I because I was bored and I could do it. I downloaded the entire first season of Ruby off of YouTube and burned it to DVDs just so I could do that.
Man,
I don't know why I did it, but I've got some unused CDs. Oh look, Ruby just came out. Hmm.
oh god. Would you still do that for
I was
Ruby
when
now, I wonder, considering?
It is not worth. No, I wouldn't even like. Look, Ruby suffered from the Overwatch effect of like, right? Can I say it or can I not say it?
What are you implying with this? Are you saying, like, got too big for its own good and didn't know what to do with its own power? Or, like, is it something else you're going to talk about, the corporation that was behind it?
A little bit of column A and the prawn is more popular than the show itself.
Okay. But yeah, okay, fair enough. That's fair. Oh, boy. I will say, if it means anything, in the same way that Ruby kind of petered off as a result of that, uh nobody actually wants to make any new prawns of Overwatch 2. So, that's also very telling in the same way.
Because what I don't even know what the new hotness is. Like,
There isn't any. As far as I know, the only two characters that are still somewhat relevant to, you know, those creators is Diva and oh god, what the fuck's her name again?
Tracer?
Tracer. There we go. That's still those are still the still the two forever ones with those people.
Yeah, but what's funny is that Tracer's a lesbian.
I thought she
But that
wasn't
didn't stop.
anymore.
That didn't stop people.
Sure as hell didn't. Anyways, we should stop talking about this. This is getting way too off topic.
Magical girl shows. I enjoyed Madoka.
Uh-huh.
I have actually not yet watched a single. Let's see. Oh no, the only other magical show that I can think of recently that off the top of my head that I watched was probably Fate Khalid.
Oh, oh no. Both seasons and the OVA or just the first season?
I watched everything. I watched everything except for the new movies.
Ah, okay.
Because, okay, the manga is not nearly as fan servicey as what happened in the anime.
I'll believe that.
Because the moment you introduced Chloe, Chloe or Kuro or whatever,
Yep.
that the age, even what's her face, Chiwa Saito, who's the voice actress for not Elia or one of the Kaleido sticks. She looked at some of the animation fibers like, are we sure we can air this?
That's a pretty bold statement from a seiju, just saying.
Yeah, and Chiwa Saito is the voice of Tamamo and I think one of the Ruby sticks, but one of the Kaleido sticks. But she only said that for season 2 when Kuro entered.
Ah,
And
okay.
and that is when that is. I liked the first. The first season was very monster of the week. Okay, we got to do this class card. It was very. It was a card captor clone at almost.
Yeah,
right?
that's pretty much what it was actually, because like the whole card aspect was literally just collect the servant cards and become stronger. And oh, I may or may not have a thing with my older brother who may or may not be related to me.
Yeah, it was a card captor clone, and then season 2 happened. And then, oh, hey, there's... Oh, and season 2's like, oh, okay, this is actually a Fate series, got it. And then season 3 was like, oh shit, this really isn't, this is just Heaven's Feel all over again. Fuck.
Oh my god.
So, funny enough, Fate Khalid is banned in Russia because it's considered, it's considered...
Don't say the term, please. Please don't say the term. I know where you're going with this.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say the alternate word, you know?
Cyberpunk?
Cheese pizza.
Okay, there we go. I was about to say, that's the other thing. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Russia considers that cheese pizza.
Okay, fair enough. To be fair, though, Russia and Australia consider a lot of things that, but... You know what? If they don't want to air that one, that's actually not that I actually am not going to fault them too much for it, considering season 2.
I need to catch... I think the only other recent Magical Girl thing that I watched was Gushing Over Magical Girls. I need to catch up on that one.
Oh, man, that one.
The only Magical Girl stuff that I've been watching lately is stuff that's like either subversive or parodying Magical Girl stuff.
Oh, that's kind of telling, isn't it? Because if you really want to say that too, you could say Penny and Stocking is also a Magical Girl show just on that basis as well, isn't it?
Penny and Stocking isn't... I would not consider Penny Stocking Magical Girl.
You wouldn't?
Penny Stocking is... I would say Penny Stocking is Monster of the Week. It's Monster of the Week. Penny Stocking is like Monster of the Week with a pair of siblings. And I'm almost describing Supernatural. Oh wait, they do have a car, although it's not as nice as the Impala.
Wait, no, don't say that. The Hummer is always really cool. Their Hummer's super cool.
I'm sorry. Hummer's a gas guzzler. The Impala is forever.
Damn, that's brutal. I will. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say. All right, the Winchester brothers versus the Anarchy sisters. You know what? That fight's just gonna end up in a very NSFW direction. So I'm not even gonna think about that one anymore.
Good. Let's not even forget. Let's forget we even mentioned it. I was just gonna input on my own end that, uh, on behalf of anybody who lived through the '90s, um, I was one of those guys that did tune in to watch Cardcaptor Sakura. And the crazy thing about that is that I actually caught the well, I know some people. I've already mentioned this before, but I lived in Latin America for a good portion of my life, like early life, and during that time, I caught a lot of anime. I caught a lot of anime in Latino dubs, and I have to say, um, don't ever watch any of Cardcaptor Sakura's English dubs. They're both awful. The original like Nelvana dub and the Netflix dub are god awful dubs. Never watch those. Watch the original Japanese dub for that, or watch the Latino dub if you know Spanish. Otherwise, I will say, I think Cardcaptor Sakura. That's probably the one that I like more than Sailor Moon. That's probably like the absolute one of my favorite magical girl shows. I've only ever seen 5 to completion, but Cardcaptor Sakura was one of them.
Yeah, Cardcaptor's pretty good in that regard. I don't like Sailor Moon either. Or not I don't it's not that I don't like Sailor Moon, I just tried to watch it and I'm like, I can see how this was very influential. It's just not for me.
I can understand that too. It's the same way that a lot of people say Yatterman is like is in the same way like, we're here to watch a movie. We're gonna watch a movie the moment that Batsu arrives to his house. I'm sorry, chat. It's give us another 20 minutes. I feel like I should have delayed the stream a little bit, but you know it is what it is. It's last time I think we also yapped for like a good 40 minutes before he arrived. Anyways, sorry.
I think
Regardless, though, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, no, continue.
I was just gonna say that regardless of that, if you guys want to come back at 7:45, we can continue. You can continue on if you don't want to listen to the yapping anymore, but that's up to you. I will say though, in terms of like other magical girl shows that I've been introduced to, Madoka, of course, gushing for magical girls. The I want to say I watched the first part of Sailor Moon Crystal, the segment for the Latino dub segment for Sailor Moon Crystals, and oh, I'm trying to remember the name of this one show. It was another one of those really edgy magical girl shows that got made in the wake of Madoka. Like magical girl, like uh, I'm trying to remember the exact name of that one. It was the
I think
one
I
where
know what
where guys could become magical girls as well. If you remember the
was
name, you
that the
remember.
one was that the one that had a magical girl? The mentor was a woman who was pregnant. Was that the one?
I'm not sure. Oh wait, Magical Girl Raising Project. That's the one. That's the other one I've seen. I am not okay. I know that a lot of people like to beat on this like point that Madoka's kind of the reason as to why Magical Girls kind of went the way of like ultra edgy following its inception and following its popularity. Uh, I've said my piece on it. I still like Madoka despite that. I'm not the biggest fan of the movies, but I still don't think Madoka was totally destructive to the magical girl environment as a lot of people say. At least not to the
Yeah,
same degree.
here's my 2 cents on the whole Madoka effect. I think that it was Madoka deconstructed and reconstructed magical girls. It didn't do it in like a mean spirited way. It just offered a different alternative. Because like, okay, it took them. You had the mascot character who gives the powers, and it just turned the only thing that it turned on its head was the mascot character and the source of the powers. I would say that after Madoka wasn't even that edgy. Not comparatively not that edgy
Well,
because
compared
I
to
think
other
what
compared to
happened,
Genrobuchi's other works, he would say.
or compared to what followed after, where every magical girl has to be suddenly it's like sexually charged or it's depressing or gratuitous, like like psychological, cerebral horror at
Yeah.
some points. I would say that Madoka stays pretty close. Yeah, I would say it stays very true to the core, being a magical girl show. And but yeah, the deconstruction never undercut the core message of the magical girl genre, of being of the magical of the show of the magical girl thing as it was.
Yeah, I can definitely I also agree to that end, though I will say in regards to Gen Urobuchi's involvement with further stuff for Madoka, I am not entirely sure if it was his intention to make it a deconstruction. Whether or not that was the case, I still enjoy the first of the Madoka movies. The second two with Rebellion, I am not the biggest fan of them because of what they do with one specific character, but hey, that's just me. As for Gen
Did
Urobuchi's
they
other,
make?
yeah, what is it?
Did they make? I know Rebellion came out. Did they make another one that came after, or is something else coming down the pipeline?
I believe that there was a spinoff.
There's
There's a
a spinoff.
secondary spinoff to Madoka Magica. I'm not entirely sure what the main one for it was. Hold on a minute. Let me look it up. Actually, let's see.
Because I know that since Madoka was such a runaway success, there's like 5 different spin-off mangas, 3 gotchas, light novels. Because there's Puella Magi Madoka Magica, and then there's like Puella Magi Sword or whatever.
Oh,
That love,
Magio Record. Magio Record is the side story one,
yeah,
which is
and that
based on the
has
gotcha.
there's more magical girls there than you can throw a stick at.
Very much so. Also, in regards to Magical Girl shows following Madoka Magica, I am actually kind of happy that not all of the shows that came out following Madoka Magica's inception were like ultra edgy affairs. Uh, we still got stuff like Precure. I know that a lot of people like rag on Precure for like it being like the same thing throughout all of its C series, but at least that kept to its own roots. And
Precure,
yeah,
Precure is Toei's cash cow. It's the golden child of Toei.
well,
They're
yes,
not even during Toei's slump period when One Piece looked dog shit in the 2010s.
damn.
Precure was still getting quality animation.
Hmm. Also, somebody correct me on this, but did Magical Girl, what's it called? Lyrical Nanoha, that was the name of it. Did that one come out before Madoka, or was that after Madoka?
Yes, Nanoha came out before Madoka.
Okay, never mind then. I was about to say something really dumb then. Never mind, never mind.
I'm 99% sure you're gonna have to double check, but yeah,
I shall
because
ask Professor
I,
Google later.
I remember,
Uh,
I remember, I remember, I
oh
remember
Jesus, your voice is
Madoka.
dying.
Okay, no, my signal. I just went through a dead zone. I remember, the Nanoha friendship memes is like you're gonna be befriended to death or whatever it is. I'm
Yeah,
gonna befriend the shit out of you.
yeah.
Yeah, those predated those pre. I'm 99% sure that those predated Madoka.
You know what? I'll believe it. Also, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Was Nanoha was that one made by the by KyoAni? Or was it a different company that did that?
Oh, you're asking the wrong
You know what?
guy.
You
I
know
go.
it's okay. I'll look it up later. I keep asking these things. Uh
Yeah,
sorry.
no.
I will say though that's
I
another one
mean,
at least I remember though.
most of the anime that I grew up watching when I was a kid was on the Kids WB. So,
Fair.
and I swear I could have sworn Ultraman was on the Kids WB for like maybe like 1 year. I swear Ultraman was on Kids WB.
Was it? I thought it was. Oh no! You know, you're probably not wrong because you might have caught the what was it? 2001, 2002 is when Kids WB became for kids, isn't it?
No, no, yeah. Well, Four Kids was just the company that was handling the. They handled all the distribution and all of the. Four Kids was a Four Kids was like Sentai Filmworks or Funimation. They adapted stuff for the English markets,
Holy
and they had
crap. Sorry, go ahead.
and they exclusive rights to do that. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
man.
Kids WB was just a broadcast channel. It was part of the CW,
Okay.
which is Warner Bros. Daytime channel. That's where you have like shit like Gilmore Girls or Judge Judy uh,
Okay. Now
or
I'm
that
beginning to piece it together.
or let's see what else was on. What else was on the CW? Riverdale, Smallville. And oh yeah, that power Arrow, a lot of some DC TV stuff, and that failed Powerpuff Girls live action that pilot that never saw the light of day. I think.
Thank goodness. I don't think we could have survived that, honestly.
Would you consider Powerpuff Girl? No, Powerpuff Girls is superhero monster of the week. Yeah.
Well, okay. To be honest, you kind of run like the crossing between a lot of those like different subgenres, because a lot of magical girl shows are monster of the week. A lot of them kind of are superheroes if you really want to get down and dirty to like the descriptions, and a lot of them do still have the that whole Sentai squad aspect to them. So in a way, you could say that a lot of like a good portion of Magical Girl shows could fit in any one of the subscriptions.
Yeah. If I wanted, no, if I'm being like super retentive, I would say Powerpuff Girls is more of a superhero show.
Oh no, that's for sure. It's based on like superhero comics, or at least like the idea of like a superhero squad, except they're all girls.
Oh my God, hold on.
But
Powerpuff Girls Z. Was that a
yes, that
show?
was a Magical Girl show. That was actually a Magical Girl show, though. Yes, before you even say that, yes, because they had transformations in that.
I didn't watch the first episode, so I don't know how did the girls just like spontaneously combust, came into being with like the same chemical X shit,
No,
or
no. I have to tell you this. Okay, so this is also for chat as well. If you guys don't know this, but uh, Powerpuff Girls Z was like an anime that was essentially co-opted by, I think it was Toei Animation, and they essentially did an adaptation for Powerpuff Girls. And in this adaptation, instead of the girls being created by the Chemical X experiment by Professor Utonium, instead Professor Utonium is still a scientist. But he's got a son this time, and the girls are like just regular girls that are like just go to school or whatever. But as a result of an experiment that goes wrong inside of the Utonium's lab, they are given like the magical girl powers from that experiment uh, in the world, and then they become like the Powerpuff Girls, full transformations and everything.
Really they weren't even you told Professor Utonium.
No, they were just
They're
girls.
just like
They were just girls.
are they still sisters?
No,
What?
they're not. That's the craziest thing about it. They're not even like sisters.
Hold on.
They're not. They don't even know each other before like they what?
Stop the cab. I need to look this up.
Oh no. Oh no, what have I done, Chad? I'm gonna make him look up Powerpuff Girls Z in 2025.
See. Okay, when I was um when I was doing a lot of traveling to see to see friends and family overseas, they had daytime TV had a lot of reruns of anime, and interestingly enough, my first exposure to Kamen Rider was on Philippines national TV
That's pretty
because
cool.
with an English dub.
Wait, which Kamen Rider? I must know.
I don't remember. It was like I think he had a green mat. He had a green mat. It was like he had a black suit and a green helmet.
Oh God. It wasn't black because black is like everything is black on him. It's probably not the original because his helmet has parts of like, his suit also has green on it. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Keep going with the story. I'm gonna try to think through it.
Yeah. Nah, because I think what it was is that it was. I think what happened because I don't think this would have. I don't think Common Rider got an actual English dub from
Never.
say like I don't know Funimation or whatever it was. So I think it was just the. I think it was just the Filipino broadcasters doing their own dub, but instead of dubbing it in like Tagalog, they dubbed it in English,
Wait, was it
which
like
is weird.
did they get actual English VAs or did they get like Filipino VAs to voice it in English?
Oh no, Filipinos like English is like the second language you learn in high like that's why Tagalog is a thing.
Fair enough. I will say though,
Because
I'm actually deathly curious as to what this Filipino English dub of Kamen Rider or whatever the heck it was. I must know
it
now.
it sounds actually really it sounds I if from what I remember back in 2008. Oh, okay, it was the Common Rider that was active in 2008. That's all I know. You're gonna have to find okay, but from what I remember in the dub, it sounded pretty good. And the funny thing is about Filipino VAs is that a lot of companies, because of the BS going on with all the voice actor unions at the moment, they're looking to hire. If you want to hire someone that overseas that speaks English that doesn't have like that obviously like European or British accent or can sound fairly close American, you go Filipino
Oh, this makes so much more sense now. This makes so
because
much more sense now. Even because I've also heard a lot of things about that with VTubers, the one with the leak script.
because
Oh God, no.
yeah because Filipinos speak very very good almost like one-to-one American English because America stayed behind to build up everything both before and after World War II. So yeah.
Good on America, I suppose.
Yeah, no, yeah, so I'm just saying Filipino voice actors are getting, and unfortunately is you can get away with paying Filipinos less than what you would pay an American voice actor
Oof.
because I mean, the cost of living in the Philippines is very. I'm not going to say it's not. There is a cost of living, but it's less expensive in America. So,
I'll believe it.
let's say you get. Um, yeah, I'm just throwing out a random number. $2,000 to voice a character for 13 episodes, which would never fly in America. Two thousand
No
dollars
way.
for $2,000. I disclaimer. I don't do voice acting or do the finances for that. But $2,000 in the Philippines goes a very long way.
Yeah, you know what? I will totally believe that. It's also I also kind of understand why a lot of people say that like the Philippines, Indonesia, and I think now people are also saying Malaysia are probably like the three big places where you can this is gonna sound really bad on my end, but like where you could I guess import labor for anime or anime adjacent projects, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no. Like again, um, the English is very. You got to speak very conversational English. It's not like because a lot of people in Japan, Japanese students will complain that they don't get taught conversational English.
Mm-hmm.
That is very much the opposite of what happens in the Philippines. In the Philippines, you're constantly exposed to English.
Yep.
You will be very hard pressed to find a Pinoy who does not speak conversational English.
The way you said it almost the way you said it sounded really sus for a moment.
Nah,
Anyways,
no, yeah, the meme is Filipini. I'm not going to say it. I'll tell you the joke. I'll tell you the joke later.
That's fine.
Uh,
Anyways, did you arrive home?
I am. I'm just grabbing a drink from. I'm just grabbing a drink from McDonald's. I'll be home in 2 minutes.
Fair enough. Well, in the meantime, during those 2 minutes, since we got so directly off topic for Magical Girl stuff, I want to bring that conversation to what we were gonna watch tonight. Um, I spoke to the chat earlier in regards to the influences of old school manga, specifically the stuff that Go Nagai made. We talked about Devilman, we talked about Devilman Lady, we talked about Violence Jack, and then we were getting on the topic of Cutie Honey, which is like the main influence or like a huge influence in terms of like the magical girl genre, in terms of like the whole transforming, the whole like it being a it being like a monster of the week setup, it being like sort of like a superhero kind of like a kind of show. And I wanted to ask you in that sense, well, have you ever seen or heard of anything in regards to Cutie Honey?
I remember watching the episode where they briefly crossed over with Devilman, but that's about it. Hold on, I'm pulling up to the drive-through. Give me 1 second.
Fair enough. To turn the mic off then in that case. I'll just keep talking. Excuse me. I was just gonna say, in regards to Cutie Honey, if anybody doesn't really know the premise of this one, basically it goes like this. It's about a girl, whose name is Honey. Her name is Honey Kisaragi, and she, at some point in her life, she suffered a great tragedy that caused her to essentially like get turned into a cyborg. Her dad is like a super scientist, and he essentially put her into a cyborg body, and from then on she essentially became a superheroine who fights against an evil organization known as the Panther Claw. And the whole thing with it is that like Panther Claw may or may not have killed her dad, and she's out to essentially avenge him uh, as a result of this whole thing. Now, in terms of like setup, I will say it's kind of an interesting like, well, I wouldn't say interesting. It's more like an odd setup in terms of like magical girl things, because like you almost never hear about things like vengeance or like themes about like loss of your body and things like that. It's not very in magical girl things. I usually come across tragedy, and it's usually like you lose your parents or whatever, which kind of has this too, but it's not really as heavily ingrained as other ones. If anything, I will say it kind of reminds me a bit of how like the setup for Kill It Kill is a little bit. If you're, which, oh boy, there's a thing about this specific one that people are going to talk about in terms of like references to Kill It Kill, because uh this is actually a pilot. This is actually a pilot to an OVA series, and I don't know what the heck Gainax, which is like the creators of the OVA, were smoking, but it's probably one of the best pilots they've ever made in terms of like an anime to from a live action to an anime. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of like a pilot for a TV show being live action and then turning into an anime or like a cartoon. That's so weird to me. And I've never seen any other show or whether it be like Western or Eastern do that afterwards. I just Yeah, it's very odd, but let me just put it in another way as well, that it's a very fan service heavy show. It's very heavy on like uh, heavy like action scenes. It's Tokusatsu at its finest, as well as being Japanese comedy at its finest. If you catch the drift of a lot of the creators behind this one.
We're talking about Cutie Honey.
Oh god, I just went on a whole rant. Did you hear any of that?
No, I just got my food.
Oh fudge. Well, I was just saying to chat what the premise of Cutie Honey was. I can repeat it for you though.
No, I heard what you said, and then you were talking about how it was interesting how the live action was a pilot for
An OVA.
the yeah.
OVA series by Gainax, which we shall see a preview of that during the live action, if you can believe it. Uh, also, a couple other people. I know that I mentioned Hideaki Anno being the director for this, but a couple other people that are relevant to other shows we've watched in the present and the past are also involved with this. One of them being Imaishi from Studio Trigger of all places. He had a pretty big influence. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's like the main like creative director for a lot of like the for some of the specific segments you're gonna see during this movie. And oh god, what is his name? The one of the composers for let me see here. Let me see if I can put it on here. Let's see here. There we go. Yuki Kujiura, who is also quoted as being one of the composers, or like one of the primary composers for Madoka, is also involved in in part of the soundtrack for this movie as well. So we're gonna be watching essentially a three-pronged production in front of us right now. Oh yeah. As well as go ahead.
If this team up is as good as George Lucas and Steven Spielberg coming together to create Indiana Jones, I'm looking forward to it.
A lot of people will say this show is not very how do I say it? No, sorry. This movie is not very, how do I put it? It's not very faithful to its source material. I will say, in terms of the premise, it's still the same premise. They do change two things, which is primarily like what Honey's like main power source in terms of like how her body works, and the other one being like part of her personality is in regards to the connection with her dad. But beyond that, it's essentially the same thing. And as you knowing next to nothing about Cutie Honey, you're probably gonna enjoy it a lot more than somebody who does know about like it to heart.
Okay.
Yes. So, let's see here.
Oh, something.
Yes.
We were talking about Precure earlier. I read that apparently Cutie Honey was pop. The people who made Cutie Honey were really surprised that Cutie Honey was also popular with girls.
Yeah.
Specifically young. And then they're like, oh, hey, maybe that's a market we could tap into. So then they made another Cutie Honey, like Cutie Honey F or something that was stripped of like, not stripped, but it didn't have any sexually charged things, or it toned down on the nudity a lot. So they could,
So Cutie Honey F was like the 90s Cutie Honey, I believe. And that was, I think that the people who made I want to say that these people were the ones that made Rayarth. No, this is also made by Toei. Sorry, I'm saying stupid shit. It's made by the same people who did Sailor Moon. But the thing about this one is that you're right. It did tone down a lot of those, like the fan service from it. And hilariously enough, Nagai himself even said that you have my seal of approval. If you want to market it to girls, by all means, market it to girls. Make Honey more as like a student. Give her friends that are also girls within the span. Don't make her lesbians with everybody, and age her down a little bit so that she's still appealing to that market.
Yeah, no, and then what I heard is that parents were still. I mean, it still did well, but folks were still leers like, oh, because the name Cutie Honey was attached to it, so they were still hesitant about letting their kids watch it. So I think the producer eventually decided, hey, okay, why don't we'll take everything about Cutie Honey that was so popular to both boys and girls, and we'll make our own thing, and that was Precure.
Yep, that's pretty much what it was. Funnily enough, not the first time Go Nagai has done that for one of his franchises, because when he got an opportunity to make the to make the Devilman anime. They told them you have to tone this the hell down, otherwise we cannot sell this to kids or give you additional rights to it. They were like, okay, fine, make it just a funny superhero show, and then that's how the Devilman '80s show came about.
I gotta admit that hey, we got the banger theme song that
Yeah,
came out of it, so I can't complain.
yes, we did, and I'm so happy for it because it got
Yeah.
remade in Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah. Is Devilman Crybaby the original? Is that supposed to be the original one-to-one recreation of the manga, or?
It's as one-to-one as we're gonna get, I will say, because there were
Oh,
OVAs before that. There was there was the 90s OVA which adapted the end of the manga, and then there was the live action which had tried to adapt the manga and fell on its face super hard, and then there was another attempt to try to cross it over with Cyborg 009, and which was okay, but it still wasn't like an adaptation of the actual manga. And then Crybaby came along, and then that's, like I said, that's the most we're gonna get to one as far as we're gonna see.
gotcha. All right.
If we can thank Netflix for anything, it's probably that one.
Yeah. And keep your hands off Azakin. That was a pretty good Netflix anime.
That one too. Oh,
All right.
and Cyberpunk Edge Runners too, I guess.
Yeah, and we got that next season to look forward to.
Yep, we sure do. Wait, are you getting
All right.
home just now?
I am home. I'm just gonna go inside and make sure that that I have the means to watch the film with you.
Yes, go ahead, go
I'll
ahead.
be right back.
No worries. Oh boy. Oh boy, chat. What time is it? 7:55? No. Oh my god, we are almost 55 minutes late. I'm so sorry. If you are just coming into the stream, then as soon as Batsu turns on his video device, we shall start up the watch along immediately. In fact, I'm gonna get us to the watch along movie premiere right here. 1 second. There we go. There I am. Uh, look at the chats on the top left. Movie premieres in the middle. We're ready to go as soon as he arrives. Let me just quickly turn myself. Wait, that's the wrong button. There we go. Cool. All right. So, as soon as he arrives, we'll start up the movie, and we'll start up the countdown as well. Oh boy, this one's gonna be funny. I'm not gonna lie, I was honestly planning on doing a totally different set of movies with them for the for this week, but I decided it's probably better just to do something a bit more lighthearted since we saw both the Shin Kamen Rider and Shin Ultraman, which are, well, they're not super dark. They're not exactly the most lighthearted movies to watch in terms of like a fun outing with friends. That being said, though, excuse me, I will definitely show those to anybody who's interested in like Tokusatsu in the future. Because, oh boy, oh boy, are those movies delicious. Anyways, let's see here. 1 second. Okay, here we go. I got my movie set up. I'm just waiting for him to get his movie set up, and then we should be good to go. Well, I hope anybody in chat is having a good evening. Hope you're have you had a good Saturday so far? Uh, hopefully, the next few minutes we can entertain you with some of our stupid commentary, and you can enjoy the movie as well. I have not put out a link to watch the movie on here, unfortunately. Actually, wait, should I do this? Because I know of a place. No, I shouldn't do that. That's technically linking to an external site. I shouldn't do that. No. I will say, I have the Blu-rays for this. I posted in chat earlier. I have the Blu-rays for this, so I'm watching it off on my own end like that. Uh, they have Warner Brothers Broadcasting as the main distributor for this one. It's kind of funny to me, but the Blu-rays for this one Don't buy them because they're actually not really that good. If you ever have a bundle where you can buy this along with the OVA Blu-rays, do that because they're way more worth it than that. As for everything else, um, I will say this movie is not that long. It's about a minute and 30. Sorry, it's about an hour and 30, and it's not a one. It's not a like I said before. It's not a direct adaptation of Cutie Honey. It's definitely not a one-to-one to the manga. It does its own thing. It still follows the main premise. The whole situation with Honey is still like the main plot point. The whole black Panther. Sorry, jeez, Panther Claw organization thing is still a thing inside of this movie. But don't expect a one-to-one on this one. It's certainly its own thing, and I kind of enjoy it for its being its own thing. If you really want like a one-to-one, well, I shouldn't say one-to-one. If you really want a really good adaptation of anime to live action, I'm actually going to recommend the live action Rurouni Kenshin movies. Those are really good. Every single one of those movies is like a both a terms of like a good adaptation as well as like a feast of the eyes in terms of like cinematography. Both the fights are amazing, the choreography for the fights is amazing, the main plot elements for the are really well implemented from the original manga and anime. And as far as it goes, even if you didn't know nothing about Rurouni Kenshin, like they're still just really good standalone samurai movies. So, yay, it's another seal of recommendation on my end. Watch the Rurouni Kenshin live actions; they're really good. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna blow my nose. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's see here. What else have we been missing for these last few days? Oh yeah, announcements as well. A couple other things. Following this week, um, probably into next week or the following week, I'm actually gonna finally do that karaoke stream I promised you guys for so long. Because I promised you guys I would do that towards the end of August, and I never got the chance to do it because I got sick. And I don't feel sick anymore, but I wanna fix the reverb on my OBS in order for the singing to come through well. That way I can actually get a good amount of sound design on my behalf, and also on behalf of Batsu, because he's also helped me. He's also been a big help for doing a lot of equalization for my volume, both in streams and out of streams. So I'm going to have to do that following this week. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, additional stream assets gonna be coming in along after this week as well. New background coming in for our main channel, as well as new art for the schedules as well. In order for you guys to see a bit more of the art prowess that my friends have at their disposal. And following that, I think we're gonna start finishing off what was the last remaining games that I had back on the Kick channel. The main one being, of course, the Batman Arkham Origins stream, in which I'm gonna try to finish the last few like side missions following this week, and then we'll do the DLC, and then we'll switch off to a different game before we start on Arkham Asylum. Let's see here. I'm thinking that those games are probably gonna be my big project for like from now until next summer, because oh my god, I hear that Arkham City and Arkham Knight are the two longest games in that whole trilogy, in that whole quadrilogy of games. So hopefully we can get that done before the start of next summer. Oh, hello, Batsu. There you are.
Yep, I'm back. I had to also. Yep, I've got it. I've got it queued up. I just gotta plug my headphones in.
Okay, here's my question. Did you have the main Blu-ray one, or do you have the one from the link I sent you?
I have the Blu-ray one.
Okay, so we're both starting from zero then. Okay, hold on a minute.
Yep.
All right, so let me just quickly tune myself here. Okay. All right, perfect. we are now in sync. For this one, um, I'm gonna just give a quick countdown so we can get started for the chat. Are you ready for this, Batsu?
Hell yeah.
All right, chat. In the next few seconds, we're gonna start on 3, 2, 1, and go. Is that Warner Brothers?
Yep.
Yep, there it is. That's Warner Brothers. Oh boy, what we got coming? Tuwani. I have never seen that company in my life, by the way. Kitty cat in the house. Uh, homegirl taking a bath, bubble bath, raising her legs up to the sky. Already, already.
Can
Already.
Japan stop being Japan for like a few seconds?
Is that Ghidorah on your phone? Moshi moshi. Oh, oh no. A commotion in the background. Uh, nothing? Oh, that's a quick movie. All right, Batsu, time for a running sequence. That's so many onigiri, though.
Woman after my own heart.
Damn.
These jelly donuts are great.
Jelly filled are my favorite. Oh, that's awful. I like how that first scene you could tell like all those people in the street were like extras, but in like that one scene where she's eating, like you can tell those people are not extras; they're doing it for real.
Yeah, they the guerrilla filmmaking.
Oh boy! All right, Long Bridge. Oh yeah! Look at all the police.
This is a film made in 2004. Those are all real cars. They're all here for her?
Oh, this is you're not prepared.
Holy.
Tumbleweeds.
What the fuck?
Oh boy. She takes out her own megaphone. Ha!
He looks
You
like he walked.
thought they were police. No, they were actually my lackeys. They shot each other though. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, it's scraping her ass. Clearly not. Just slapped him across the face.
What the?
Oh man, this movie's the best. I like how totally nonchalant he is about being there too. Or is he? Nani? First of these transformations.
Oh man, this CG's really dated.
It sure is. Hmm. 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 Here's your anime opening. Perfect transition to that too. Oh, this animation is totally not frame by frame, by the way.
What the hell?
That is so retardedly excessive. I'm just flying. We're gonna fly.
Common Rider flying. Oh, it's
Yup.
a common kick.
Yeah, there you go. Double Common Rider kick. Oh man. If this was Shin Kamen Rider, they would just explode into blood mist. You could tell they all just literally fell down on the other side, though. Alright, let's do this. Oh snap! That CGI doesn't look very nice though.
Ooh, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's not good compositing though, is it?
No.
Oh, I love it.
You gotta embrace the jank.
Oh, absolutely. Uh-oh. What?
He's got the aim of a stormtrooper.
You would think with that many missiles they would blow up at some point on her from the splash. Everything except her blows up. This is so excessive. Oh, that's so needlessly excessive.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
god.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You don't give a villain that haircut without letting them have a helicopter function. Nah. Oh, that compositing effect also looks really jank. Uh? I feel like you could have shot her between that time, but okay. Alright, back to office work. Okay, boomer. Oh no. She still has so many of those damn onigiri still on her.
Oh, look at all those jelly donuts.
Oh my god, I can't handle it, man.
Fuck, now, fuck. Now I actually want, now, real talk, now I want onigiri.
Oh, man. Mia too, a little bit. Yes, go woman, serve tea.
Yeah, this is, yeah. I think product of its time, I guess.
Very much so. I will say though, this is still a thing in a lot of Japanese workplaces, though, to be fair. You see the Ava figures on that one?
Yeah.
That guy on this. Oh, I love how those guys you can't get out of like their desk like fortress. It always comes back to that Aqua line, isn't it? Because they also destroy that thing in Shin Godzilla.
Mm. I love. Oh shit!
You see that? It was like the same shot.
I love the. I love the really. The. I love the gun sound effects.
Oh man.
Yeah. First thing tomorrow, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Get
go to that.
yourself some
I'm
rice
gonna.
balls.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to you know where, and I'm gonna go grab some onigiri.
Yep. Oh man. Look at her being a temp worker. That is absolutely awful. Poor honey. Like the cleaning people are there already. Man, that's how you know you're working too late. If the cleaning people show up before you leave. Aww. How nice. That is such a nice character trait that they kept over from the manga. What the fuck are you doing? It's a little specific. Holy
She's
flexibility, Batman.
she's really flexible. Wow.
Is it me or is that the? I'll mention it later.
Oh no.
Uh, 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 uh. Nani? Uh-oh. Snooping's not working. That double, triple spin. Okay, in any other show, the late quirky effect would be hitting me a little too hard, but that's actually really funny with this character. He's a love interest. Anyways. Nanomachine, son. That's how it works. Wow, just right there the whole time with a bike? He sounds so pissed about that.
Oh, anime.
Yep. Oh, you can look at this and you can see the trigger influence.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not prepared.
Am I? I was not prepared.
It's unironically really good vocalization. I really want to know what Anno is smoking with some of the visuals in this one specifically, because this is
He
like the
took
most
it.
out of his way that I think he's been with any one of his movies.
He didn't take his antidepressants.
Very true. Because like you slow this down a little bit, and this just straight up turns into a 2000s era music video. All that just to say hi. Later, loser. Still with her legs up in front of the car. Kidnap toys, yes, absolutely. The Elite Four. No. Weapons made out of gold are not very useful, to be honest. Oh boy. They're so useless. Oh, don't worry. They'll become useful. You'll see. That's not how you tail somebody, first off.
Just gonna leave the car there?
Yes. You seem like they were hiding like behind the pole. Must have been the wind. Yep, you gotta make sure it's closed, of course. Don't put the actual guitar in there. Oh wait, no, actually put the guitar in there. Just don't show it. All right, back to office work. Hmm. Looking a little sussy here. Oh man. I gotta love the attention to detail for all the villains. They all look direct counterpart to the manga. Oh no. That's, I don't know why the hell that makes me laugh. It's so ridiculous. Drama at work.
Don't dip your pen in company ink. Jesus.
Uh, uh. Oh, late kid. Did you see the spin?
Cabedon,
That's
damn.
literally a Kabedon, yeah.
Hey yo.
Whoa, hold up. That's I don't think that's rightful police interrogation.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Spooky. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that
oh god.
CGI looks awful.
This
I love it.
the thing is, don't shoot the. Oh, the CGI works because it makes you look more creepy.
This scene is going on far longer than I remember it actually.
And her
Uh.
skin.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh. That little dance is so dumb looking. Alright, second one. Springy. Oh man, it's so close to the camera. Uh-oh. Hands. Oh man. What a dickish thing to say. Oh, sucks to be in an elevator, I guess. Oh, damn.
What the hell?
Explosive decompression, I guess. Like, quite literally just boiled her from the inside.
Dang, that is crazy.
Mm-hmm. -1. Mm.
Hey, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't think he's sticking his. Just, I guess he's just taking his chance at that point. Man, I'm kind of amazed you didn't pass out, considering. Okay, that's a pretty cool shot, actually.
Yeah, I love this. They made the elevator door closing sound heavier.
Mm-hmm. Holy sake bottles.
Damn, bitch, you live like this?
At least she's organized. All right, more anime.
So, is she a robot or a cyborg?
Yes. Cyborg, actually. She's like a copy, like a replicant. Uh, yeah, how nice of her. Just lended her bed and she sleeps on the couch. Hmm. Despite Seiji being a bit of a dirty journo, he does have good thoughts in his head. Uh.
So he uses girls to
Power
restore him.
his. Yep, it's a Elizabeth Bathory sort of thing.
I was about to say, what kind of Epstein Island shit is this?
Oh god. All right, morning shots. Ano's favorite.
Oh, she got her flowers.
Oh, so many. Oh.
Oh, no wonder the lady cop looks so familiar. She was in Shin Godzilla.
I think there's a couple of actors from this are also in Shin Godzilla as well. Anno likes a lot of people, let's just put it that way.
It's like the Chris Nolan effect, where Chris Nolan uses all of the same, like Chris Nolan in like Inception and the Batman trilogy, same actors.
I was gonna say the Tim Burton effect, but yes. Man, I bet you working in the costume department for this one must have been a lot of fun.
Whoa.
This track is sending me, man. I can't. It's like something out of freaking Panty and Stocking. Oh, there we go. There's the music video part.
That's funny. That is really funny.
Oh my god. This is such guerrilla filmmaking on this end. Cause like there's like no filter. The everything looks really set in for the camera. There's like motion everywhere. Oh, Ava reference. There you go.
Which one?
Did you see how she was holding herself like that? It's like it's a reference to the opening of Ava.
Oh.
Oh, back to the office. The
Oh
fucking
wow.
the fucking fake mustache. I can't handle it, man. Eh? America? Hmm. Damn. That guy was also in Shin Godzilla.
I think it was the president. I think it was the prime minister.
I think he was the prime minister. Oh!
Hey.
Going rogue. This is such an odd image. That one random guy
Just
just
a guy in the
feeding
background.
pigeons. Yep.
Yeah, I
Wow.
bet they paid really nicely for an advertisement. Slow your roll, dude.
I like how she's not resisting after that first part, though. Oh no! Did you see that she had like the fool like stick in like the bag?
Yeah.
Damn. What? Oh no.
Hey yo.
Nani? It's like every costume too.
Oh damn.
That whole bottle. That's not how that works. Or is it? Why do I get the feeling these are songs that Anno specifically likes? Hmm? Oh no. It was perfectly in sync. Oh, Ghidorah again. Huh?
I like how it focuses on her ass. Jesus.
It's front and center. What was it, like binaural audio for him saying that? Uh-oh. Oh man.
That is super illegal.
Yep. Especially in Japan.
Yeah.
So desu. Tokyo Tower. What is that haircut though? They both went with a China dress.
We're only down one of the Elite Four, and there's still three left, and the big boss. The movie's like a little bit halfway past.
Did you see the turbines? They were like CGI.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They did the responsible Tokatsu thing and filmed in an abandoned building.
There you go. Hmm. Oh boy, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, down another
What the?
one. I'm honestly kind of surprised he didn't do that to Golden Claw earlier, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, delicious CGI.
I'm surprised that no one in Tokyo is freaking out. Where's the crowds of running people who are panicking and screaming?
The drill that'll pierce the heavens.
Oh, there they go.
Something, something, the Tower of Babel, something, something, my drill will pierce the heavens. I made that joke already. Oh, Ghidorah again. Uh... Oh. Oh. Back to the spiral you go. Alright, final battle incoming. So happy about that. Uh-oh. That's a reference to something.
Oh shit.
Well, uh,
Don't worry, they're insured.
it's the Office guys. Holy cow. Oh. Oh, the frame rate of this is
That
gonna
is
kill
very
somebody.
trigger. What?
Oh,
Oh no,
her,
her hair.
it got froed. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So taking pictures.
This spy is sponsored by Casio.
Don't abide for weakness. Uh-oh.
The mariachi band.
Musical accompaniment. The freaking Elvis thrust.
I'm a violinist and they are not playing. I'm crying. Oh my god.
Oh, this is not actually.
They're airboing and nothing's playing.
Shame on Anno. He should have known better.
They should at least play the backing track so they can pretend to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm.
If you look at the background, you can see the skybox. By the way,
Yeah.
you can tell. There's like a big line between the clouds. She's not impressed. Oh,
Ooh, eine kleine Nachtmusik.
oh boy. That is such an After Effects use. Oh. Mm-hmm. They all released. Oh, instrumental remix. Oh man.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
hey, creator cameo. Oh, that CGI looks great. Oh man,
Oh my god.
there was a cow in there. You see that? Oh, the gun. No ammunition though. Oh, that compositing still looks really great.
Oh god.
Oh, you know, you could just aim at a different place with the sword. Uh-oh. Sideways this time. Oh, caught it. You could just stop the rotation. Black Claw, that felt like that was self-inflicted at that point. Wait, I just realized he's doing blackface and whiteface at the same time. Oh my god. Uh oh,
Oh shit.
that's unfortunate. Oh, thank goodness we finally got rid of that after effect. Mm, uh-oh. Bestie. Uh,
What fuck?
Psychokinesis, but yes, this is gonna get weird. Oh no. Sacrificed herself for her uncle, she sacrifices herself for her. Uh,
Whoa.
uh, oh, just enough. Uh, End of Ava reference.
The Japanese mind cannot comprehend this.
No. Emotions. Longing. What are these things?
Emotions are prohibited.
No, it must be a cog in the machine. Must produce. Must not deviate from the set path. A lot of people say this is a cop-out ending, but I think it's thematically appropriate.
So he just becomes a tree. Oh,
So you remember when... Excuse me. Never mind. It'll make sense. It'll make more sense in a second. Aww. She had a friend that cared about her at the very end. That is so needlessly theatrical. I love it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the fortress is crumbling down around us too. Yep, back in place. Nothing
Tokyo
happened.
Tower's back where it is.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
He's a fed.
yeah. Uh-huh. The two lackeys. Thank goodness. Oof. Damn. There we go. That's where it ends.
Oh. So we got to watch the OVA next.
We can watch the OVAs on our own time. I'll say this:
All right.
it's like a 5 episode long OVA, but it essentially serves as this as a backdoor pilot essentially for it. Oh yeah, fast cut at the end credits by the way, based on characters by Go Nagai. All right, so what do we think about Cutie Honey 2004 live action?
As someone going in blind, I liked it.
In terms of like the other Anno movies we've seen, though, what would you say this is, though? Because this is before Shin Godzilla, before the Shin trilogy, but this is like the first thing he made, I think, like live action thing he made, I think. Do you think it speaks in behalf of him as a director that it kind of like shares a bunch of influences from this to his other works?
I can see. I can sort of. Yeah, I can see echoes of this in like sort of Shin Kamen Rider, because Shin Kamen Rider also kind of started like really in media res.
Mm-hmm.
Like not it, this one wasn't for Cutie Honey. You got some a little bit exposition in the middle, but with Shin Kamen Rider, it was just smash cut. You're a common rider.
Yep. Yeah,
So
that's
this one felt a little easier to get into.
despite how it also smash cuts to a bunch of stuff as well.
Yeah, the music video in the middle was very. I didn't hate it. I'm just saying as well. The pacing was a little. I think the pacing suffered from in the first part, but after the second, after the
After the apartment scene?
yeah, after the apartment scene, it really the narrative got steadier.
Oh yeah. I feel
Are there
like
any?
go ahead.
Is there any post credit scene?
There is no real post credits scene. It's just the more of the ending song, but you can cut it off if you want. I'm just gonna keep listening to it. I was just gonna say in regards to this, in terms of other live action anime things you've seen, I know you don't have like you don't really have like a set mind in terms of like I can see how this became pretty cure. You know what? Yeah, I can kind of agree to that too. Hey, there we go. Final little walk away from the camera. I was gonna say, in terms of like that live action things you've seen for anime to live action, what would you say this is?
Repeat that one more time. Sorry, you were going a little fast.
Directed by Hideaki Anno. I was just saying, I know you don't have a precedent for it, but in terms of like um anime to live action things you've seen, I should probably stop the countdown. Like we've already finished this thing. What would you say this is? But Batsu, you there?
I'm still processing.
It's it's a lot to process. Yes.
In terms of live action anime, I really liked it. I think that there was the uncanny CG really helped. There were times. Okay, the CG it either worked or it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And when it worked, it really worked.
Yeah. It's certainly one of those things where if you've seen any tokusatsu CG, I think pre 2000 oh wait, actually let me rephrase that. Any tokusatsu CG pre 2017, like I want to say almost post Shin Godzilla, you're going to have a lot of issues with it because it's not great. Like I'm gonna post a video later on so you can see exactly how not great it was back in the time, because like uh this was around the time Kamen Rider was experimenting heavily with CG. This was around the time when uh Ultraman was also experimenting heavily with CG, and those attempts are, despite their best efforts, don't really look great. But with this one, I feel like with a bit more, Anno knows how to hide it enough, or at least hide it enough with the post shots enough to make it look like it's at least animating correctly, not just like, uh, looking like something that came out of like the Sci-Fi Channel half the time. Which I get it has its own charm, but it is what it is. Anyways, back to the beach. All right, so here's my question to you. In regards to other tokusatsu things we're going to do in the future, um, I know I posited a couple other options for you guys for what we would watch in the future, but I do have a question in regards to that. Do you want to do like a lighthearted tokusatsu and then like a more serious tokusatsu after, or do you want to just keep going like this depending on what we prefer on the taste of the time?
The taste is fine.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. In that case, we'll continue on with a bit more lighthearted, and then we'll see if we can do some more thematic ones for later on. But anyways, this has been our watch along for Cutie Honey 2004 live action. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you come on, by all means, remember to just set yourself up for the stream as well. If you stuck around for the whole stream, I commend you, because oh my god, I didn't expect us to yap on for about an hour before we actually started. I'm sorry for anybody that I had to go through that, but we hope you enjoyed the watch. Yes?
My bad, I got stuck in traffic.
It is what it is. We hope you enjoy the watch along following that, though. But any closing thoughts, Batsu, before we leave for the night?
Now I'm gonna go track down the OVAs because yeah, it was good. I need more.
All right then. I'll actually link you the OVAs so you can watch them on your time. But regardless, this has been Shaka the Shrimp and Batsu the Bat. And just remember that a hero always has your name. Hope everybody has a great night, and take care of yourselves on the weekend.